Hello girls and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because we are making a start on prepping and transforming the spare room into my dream dressing room. You can already sort of see behind me, this all used to be fitted wardrobes with mirrors. We've taken those all out. We've stripped all of the wallpaper. The place is now a blank canvas. I am probably going to have to split this transformation into two videos. So today's video we're going to be going over all of the sanding of the room so it's ready for paint. I've picked up two paint samples and I'm hoping one of them is a winner. We're also going to be doing all of the paneling around the room, so we'll show you how we do all that. And then tomorrow we're picking up our Ikea pack system because we're going to be doing it all with Ikea packs, the fitted wardrobes. But there's going to be a twist which will be in part 2, which is how we're going to make it look fitted. Enough talking, let's get going. So I started off the day by sanding down all of the walls. I got this mouse sander from Wix. It is so good, making sure the wall is super smooth for paint. And we also went in with some powder filler and just got rid of any bits that we gouged out when we took off the wallpaper, which did happen, I'm going to admit it. And whilst I was doing that, my boyfriend was in the garage creating the wooden base for the Ikea Pax wardrobes to sit on. We got the 38 by 63mm timber from Wix, and I'm actually going to be using the 63 side so that it's a little bit taller. We've bought so many tools by now that I'm losing track of which one this is. A circular saw, miter saw, I don't know. And then he came upstairs and just made sure that the base is fit. We actually took away that skirting board that you see there. Now, as you can see, there is a massive chimney breast right in the middle. And because of this, we've had to go for a mix of sizes of the Ikea wardrobes. So from left to right, we've got a 100, a 50, a 75 centimeter, and then another 50. So when he's putting in the base, he just made sure that there's a piece of wood under each of those main units. And then he just screwed some hardwood plywood on top to support the wardrobes. So that is the base complete for now. So it's now time to move on to the paneling or molding. You can pause the video to see exactly what moldings we use. Again, we got these off of Wix, and then we measured out the pencil markings for where we want the molding to go. There's going to be 4 squares and then a rail at the top. We used this photo I found off Pinterest as a rough guide, but we did alter it because we wanted 4 panels instead of 3. I do think though that these measurements might not work for everyone because it does depend on the proportion and size of your room. To cut the rails, we just used a saw and a miter box. You can use a proper electric saw, but we just found it was easier to do this. These boxes are really good because you can cut a perfect 45-degree angle, and he just went in and sanded those down. To stick them onto the walls, we used the Unibond No More Nails glue. And again, having the pencil markings is so easy for lining up exactly where to go, where it goes, without having to use the laser level again. And as our wall is not actually completely straight, we've gone in with a couple of these pins just to really pin them to the wall. Otherwise, the pieces were they had gaps under basically and the glue wasn't drying properly. So there's a little tip if you're ever having any problems molding. And you can see the pins do look really good. We'll get some filler over the top of those just to make it look really flush. Okay, so here is the finished paneling. We still have one panel rail which is going to go along the top. Can you see that black pencil line? But I feel like the ratio of the paneling to the room is spot on because we've gone for sort of a third of the way up. We were going to finish this off by doing some painting, but we've kind of thought that if we don't stick the rail on top and we try and paint it, we're just gonna have to go over that same rail again, and it's just gonna be a bit of a nightmare. And I also haven't decided on what I'm actually doing, whether I'm gonna do some cute wallpaper or just one plain color, so the painting will have to come another day. Good morning, it is now Sunday and we were supposed to be building the Ikea wardrobes today, but we've had a bit of a disaster. So we scheduled a collection from a Tesco store. Ikea delivered to some superstores like Your Furniture, and we had a time slot 4 till 6. We got there at 5 and the delivery driver had just left without us. It was really weird. We had a text to say your order's ready, you have until 6 to collect it. So we got there at 5, and I think because it was a Saturday he just decided that he wanted to go to the pub. But we did speak to Ikea and they were really nice about it. They were like, oh my goodness, can't believe that happened. We're going to deliver it to you for free to your home address on Thursday. So the wardrobes are coming Thursday, but that does sort of mean I don't really have that much of a vlog for you because we thought we were going to be building the Ikea wardrobes. So to end the video, I thought you could help me decide some things. So initial design, I wanted cream walls with a sort of grey-green coloured wardrobe. I'll insert some photos from Pinterest. I don't own any of these photos, they're just from Pinterest. But I'm sort of changing my mind a little bit. I feel like I've done that so many times, but I was thinking maybe going for a cream or beige sort of wardrobe colour and then putting some floral wallpaper just above the paneling. I'll insert some photos. It's either or. Part of me wants to go a bit different and do the green, but then part of me thinks if I keep it neutral and then jazz it up with some flowery wallpaper, it will still It will still feel unique to me and stylish, but it will keep it neutral so that if I'm filming little outfits in there for you guys, the outfits will match basically. To be honest, I've been so indecisive about so many things. For example, picking the colour for the paint, I've gone with summer linen, but there is like 50 million white shades out there and it's so hard to decide what paint colour. And in next week's vlog, I hope that we will be finally building the Ikea wardrobes and you guys can see how we've done it. But part 1 is just putting in the platform and doing the panelling. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in part 2.